А за вікном моїм я бачу цілий світ.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, as you can hear, my voice is still very, very croaky, still very, very ill, but I'm still going to do my reactions. There's no stopping me. My first country that I'm going to go over to is Ukraine, and this particular artist I haven't reacted to before, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. It's Jiva. Is that Jiva or is that Jiva? Let me know about that. This particular song is called Outside the Window, and I'd like to read a couple of things in her description page. It says, on the February the 24th at 4 in the morning, without declaring war, Russian attacked Ukraine. The bombings of the peaceful town and villages, the siege of territory began. Thousands of people died. Millions of people were forced to leave their homes and seek refuge in other countries, cities and countries. Many of them will not be able to return to their homes because they are simply destroyed. The song Beyond Window is dedicated to all people who have left their homes, cities and homelands, but kept in their hearts, and no one can steal it or disgrace it. There is a little bit more which I'm going to read after my reactions. So look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. Now, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music, as well as your support. Can you dig it? Still very ill, not as powerful as before. Just by the appearance, I'm thinking it's going to be more folk than anything else. But who knows? See, look, it's changed.
За вікном моїм я бачу цілий світ.
I'll put the subtitles on as well.
Який руйнує день і рятує ніч.
Now about Jiva, she is...
Я бачу безліч інших людей.
She was born in Ukraine,
Не знаю,
but I believe now she's moved to Israel. She looks mixed race. Spanish maybe or something, I don't know. Doesn't matter. She's only got 142 subscribers.
Я бачу цілий світ крізь плавкий пісок. Нехай його зруйнує день і врятує ніч.
It's kind of like an operatic nature, isn't it?
Як час не зупинити, не зупинити. Мене врятує новий день, що у вікні мене врятує новий день, що у вікні мене врятує новий день, що у вікні, що у вікні.
by that. She means she's seen many things, but they're not mine. I see these roads and bridges that are not mine. Does she mean by, but they're with me forever? It kind of feels like things that they're building, it's not the Ukrainians that are building it. So they don't feel that it's theirs. I could be totally wrong on that. So that was Jiva, or is that Jiva? Let me know about that. Outside the window. Now, like I said to you before, she was born in Ukraine. She's got 142 subscribers. And she is now, what I've read is, born in Ukraine and now living in Israel. Composer and singer, and Jiva Taranenko. Joined forces with rock musicians Dmitry Dubrov and Plonknik 81 in 19 gender crossing influence with strong spiritual messages, deep avocate electric vibes with a hint of moody trip hop, a soulful trickle of ethnic music and endless source of inspirations for the lost ones. Jiva writes music in Hebrew, and you will not have to know the language to understand the message. The music is universal language of the soul. Therefore, it doesn't matter what language the song is written if it gets into your heart. I totally agree with that. There is a number of songs that I just don't understand, but the resonance and the melody and the face expressions and so many other senses that kick in, that just resonates right through me. It just gets you. It really, really does. And yes, totally understand. Music is a universal language, and if your body certainly understands it and communicates with it and interacts with it, it's just your brain that has to play catch up when it comes to understanding the lyrical contents. I have put the subtitles on there for yourself to understand it and question it as well. I really did feel this, but I want to know how much strong connection does she actually have with Ukraine now that she is now living in Israel. Look, 142 subscribers isn't a lot of subscribers, to be fair. So I take it that she's not she's not established, number one. But she's still certainly getting a message out there. And that's what it's all about, regardless if you're established or non-established, if you're an artist or non-established, if you've got artists or non-artists, if you've got something to say and it's in music terms, and I can feel it, and you send me the links, then I'll certainly will check it out and hopefully react to it. Let me know what you think about this particular song and this particular artist as well. How much does it resonate with yourself regarding the things that I see? She's saying the things that I see things that I see is being built. I see them, but they're not mine. But does that, because when I'm looking at Ukraine, I'm seeing all these lovely architectures, and I'm believing that these are Ukrainian architectures. So is it a case that the funding of certain money that's come through and the buildings and all that kind of stuff is not actually being built by what you call true Ukrainians? Is that something else? I mean, no one hasn't really mentioned that to me. They mentioned me a lot of things, but let's look at the architecture of the buildings. But I know for sure, once this terrible incident is over, the Ukrainians will be really, really proud to rebuild and have the world, helping them in a way that they want the help. I'm not too sure if they would like the rest of the world to help them build, but certainly fund the buildings to be built. So it's all Ukrainian and a proud city. Or would it be acceptable for a united front where all countries of the world is participating in architecture and engineering and building, and within a couple of years, all cities are all built and it's all wonderful and brilliant. Let me know about what you would like to have or see, in particularly at the end of the war, and regarding the participation of everybody else. That as in the whole world, the UN, the NATO, regarding in rebuilding, what would you like to see? This particular song has, I hope it raises awarenesses from all types of Ukrainians that are living in there, as well as Ukrainians that are not in the country as well. I've spoken to a number of American Ukrainians and German Ukrainians, as well as Australian Ukrainians. They've sent me a number of messages, so let me know what you think, guys. For now, I salute you. I like this track.